Hello everyone, welcome back to Charla's TED Talks. Today we are going to do a long overdue video. I made a video kind of like this recently, not too recently actually, in the past, but just of common questions on permanent makeup. What are the most, common permanent makeup types? What are the differences between all the kinds of different permanent makeup? And like how long it lasts, and like all those sorts of like common questions about permanent makeup. So we're gonna go over that today, and I hope you learn more about permanent makeup and you're more knowledgeable. That way you can make a good decision on what kind of permanent makeup you want and you would like. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new. Okay, so the first thing is, why do people even get permanent makeup? Permanent makeup is it's perfect for the person who doesn't want to do their makeup every day. It's perfect for the busy person, a mom maybe who's running around all the time and does not have time to do her makeup every day, but she still wants to look good and put together and taken care of. So permanent makeup is for that category of person who's probably relatively busy and who just doesn't have time or wants to put in the effort of putting on makeup every day. These are some common, or the most common, permanent makeup types or places that people get permanent makeup is eyebrows, eyeliner, lips. There's also, this is relatively new, but people are doing areola restoration. So for people that go through breast cancer and their areola is not there anymore, they can get a permanent makeup tattoo, and they a lot of the times look really awesome and really natural. And I just think that's really, really cool that they can do that nowadays. So, but yeah, those are the most common places to get permanent makeup. And then I'll go through the different types and like kind of, because there's different types of permanent makeup for your eyebrows and for your lips and all that sorts of stuff. So, okay, the next most common question is permanent makeup, is it safe? Is permanent makeup safe? Yes, it is, but I will say, do your research. There are, I live in the state of Oregon. Oregon is very strict on who can do permanent makeup and who cannot. In Oregon, you have to have a full tattoo license, and I would probably recommend, because tattooing and permanent makeup are very different, so if you do get your tattoo license, I would probably recommend doing a training specifically for permanent makeup on top of that. Washington is a little bit more lenient. I have my license in Washington where I go to a specific training for permanent makeup to do permanent makeup. But before you get your permanent makeup done, yes, it's a safe procedure, but just make sure you do your research and make sure that the person that you're going to is certified, has some experience, and look at their pictures, look at their videos, ask all the questions. Make sure you know the full process before going into it, and just make sure to do a deep dive on who you go to before you do it. Okay, the next question is permanent makeup painful? No, it is not painful, but it's not necessarily completely comfortable. So permanent makeup is, you're putting pigment into the skin. Obviously, sometimes it can be done with a tattoo gun or with just like a handheld tool. So it's not completely painless, but it's not considered painful. You do numbing throughout the procedure of permanent makeup, which does help with any discomfort that you're having during, or that you would be having during the procedure. So that often lifts a lot of the discomfort or the pain that someone might be feeling. Another common question is, how long does permanent makeup last? Now, it depends on which, like if you're doing your lips, eyebrows, or eyeliner, but any permanent makeup that is done, you can expect it to gradually fade. So with eyebrows, I know they can be very dark at first, and then once they heal up and they're completely healed, they will be faded quite a bit. Okay, now we're gonna go over some of the permanent makeup types. So there's different types of permanent makeup other than like the different areas. So the different types, sorry, I have my little notes here, but microblading is one of them, and that's individual hair strokes that are put into your brow to add what appears to be more hairs in your brow. So it can make if you don't have much eyebrow hair, it can make your eyebrows look full and structured and beautiful, youthful eyebrows. Or if you do have eyebrow hair and you just your eyebrows are maybe not completely symmetrical, you can do that to make it more symmetrical as well. But that's microblading. You can also do permanent eyeliner, which is a really great one. I am definitely a fan, but basically it is done with a tattoo gun. Microblading is done with a little handheld tool. You can also do microblading with a tattoo gun, but the strokes look a little bit different of when it's done with the tool. And then, so for permanent eyeliner, that's done with a tattoo gun, and it depends on what you want, but you can do just a really natural, like simple line above your eyelid, and maybe depending on how you like your eyeliner, you can have a little wing or a big wing or whatever you'd like. But that also fades over time, and all these procedures will fade over time, but I will say that they last quite a while. So it depends on what type you do, type of ink and everything, but like 2 to 3 years. And then you'll probably still have, you know, a little bit of shape left after that 3 years. And then the next one is powder brows. This is done with a tattoo gun, and it's for people that really want just kind of like a soft powdery look. Like if you really like, you know, color in your brow and you just kind of want like a soft touch of like, you know, a little bit more full color, that powder brow would probably be your best option. It's really soft and gentle, it looks nice, and it's just filling in those areas and making your brows look more full and soft. The next is your lips. So lips is just, obviously you're adding pigment to your lips. It's done with a tattoo gun, adding some blushing, some color, depending on what kind of color you want. Some people really like red lips, they'll go with red. Some people prefer just more kind of like a soft blush, more natural look. But lip blushing, and yeah, same thing, lip blushing, that's what they call it. But adding pigment to the lips to make them more youthful and colorful. So I think those are all kind of the most common questions. If you guys have more questions, leave a comment below and I will do my best to answer them. But yeah, those are the most common questions for permanent makeup, the different types of permanent makeup, who's getting permanent makeup, why should you get permanent makeup, and all that stuff. So I hope you learned something new, and thank you for watching.